Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Botev Plovdiv. We are now on the 3rd of April, which I suspect is probably a little bit further along than I was expecting to do. We have had a transfer window has closed, as you can tell by the 6-team league table on the left-hand side. We're also into the, the championship group of the league now. We're currently sat 3rd place in that because things haven't been going particularly well. Before we jump into it, let's talk about the transfers that have taken place. I think I've brought in 3 more players. The first of which is a Stuart Pearce special from Angolan side Interclube. It is Angolan right midfielder Jose Figueiredo. He has signed, basically he came off my scout report for some reason. Don't know how he turned up on my scout report, but he turned up. My scout said you should sign him, so I went, sure, £90,000. He's through the door. I like the look of him. His physical stats are great. Mentally, he's got 18 determination, which can go a long way, I think, in one of the sort of the lesser leagues. So maybe Jose might get some chances. He's got 5-star potential ability as well. For £145,000, we have raided league rival CSKA Sofia for Andrei Yordanov. He's a 19-year-old attacking midfielder. Basically brought him in because I'm thinking maybe he's the next Stanislav Shopov. I know Stanislav Shopov was actually 2 years younger than this guy, but still, let's ignore that fact. 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. Looks like a very good player, I think. And from Slovenian side Celje, Janez Pisek has signed for £170,000. Good option as a deep-lying playmaker. Basically, I've realised my central midfield options not the best at the moment, so I tried to strengthen them a little bit. He's okay, he's not amazing. 3.5-star current ability, apparently, according to our coaches. 4-star potential, only 22 years old. He's got plenty of time behind him to hopefully get better at football as well. No loans or anything like that have happened going out of the club. Thomas Sifka I mentioned in the last episode. So we spent £4.5 million. We brought in £2.7 million. So we've spent a lot of money, but we have bought a hell of a lot of footballers. So in between episodes, we played 4 matches. We played the final one of the preliminary phase against Slavia Sofia. It was a 2-1 victory here. Christian Dobrev with a goal. Lashazar Kotev also scoring the winner. They did go down to 10 men as well. Then against Slavia Sofia this time, the other side in the championship group, a 1-1 draw here. Dobrev with the goal for us. Against CSKA Sofia, we drew 2-2. Sheila opened the scoring. Vasil Shopov equalising in the 84th minute. We were extremely lucky to get anything out of this match. When that Shopov goal hit the back of the net, I might have jumped out of my seat a little bit. And then Ludogorets, in the Bulgarian Cup quarter-final, we won. I didn't want to win, really, because it meant we went to 120 minutes because it went into extra time, and we've now got 2 semi-final matches against Levski, which it's more matches that I don't want to have to play. It was goals from Dobrev on the 11th and the 99th minute, Nedelev also scoring, as well as Abdul Tapsoba getting on the score sheet once again. So as we know, this little championship group thing is fairly small, doesn't last very long, so we're probably going to have 2 episodes in it. It's going to be Sarko Selo and Levski in today's episode. Then the next episode is probably going to be a little bit broken. CSKA Sofia and maybe Levski, or maybe Ludogorets and Levski. It'll be somewhere. I might also do like a special Bulgarian Cup episode where we play the 2 Levski games, because if we can win the Bulgarian Cup when we're not really trying, I'll take that as a victory. Match number 1 then of the episode, up against Sarko Selo, a team that have beaten us. I think they beat us last time we played them, wasn't it? So yeah, we've got form against them, which isn't good. We are hopefully going to pick up 3 points here, which will keep us in touch, I think, with CSKA. CSK are playing Levski, so that is a 6-pointer. Weirdly, we want Levski to win that one, because if Levski win, CSKA Sofia don't get further away. Also, with the amount of teams that qualify for Europe, I think the top 3 qualify for Europe. So as long as we finish 3rd, that's good. Obviously, we want to win the league, but right now I don't think it's going to happen. The starting lineup we're going to go for then is going to be Alan Cherry in goal, the back 4 of Bresel, Luzmas Boshnovitz and Zemjarski. Janez Pisek is going to be making his debut just behind Jakub Moda. Sheila, Shopov and Vutov will be the attacking midfield trio, with Christian Dobrev up front. I nearly said our top scorer then. He's not our top scorer. Our top scorer is actually currently sat on the bench. It's Todor Nedelev with 17 goals and 25 starts. He's on the bench because he's only on 82% fitness. He will be coming on at some point. Basically, Pisek can only play 45 minutes, so what will happen, Pisek will probably come off for Nedelev, and then I'll just do a massive rearrange of the entire midfield. So, yeah, he'll be coming on probably half-time. Why does their striker look familiar to me? And by look familiar, I mean, I feel like he's done bad things against us, hasn't he? He's their top scorer. I imagine he's probably scored against us previously. Since the turn of the year, we have not been doing very well at all. It's not even the turn of the year, was it? It was just before the Christmas break we started to decline in form, and it looks like it's going to continue. So all I want to do is just finish in the top 3 now. It's not the most exciting, but finishing in the top 3 will get us European football. We've got our first highlight. Sarko Selo with the ball. Minchev plays inside. Now Dembele, who I think is a former Botev Plovdiv player, runs forward with the ball, finds Svetsanov, crosses in. Minchev is there. He's put the ball in the back of the net. 15 minutes on the clock. We are 1-0 down, and that's the first highlight of the game, wasn't it? I don't know what's happened. I really don't know what's happened to this game, but we've just broken. Like, we've got to a certain point in the season and we've just given up playing, and Sarko Selo once again can break. Svetsanov down that right-hand side, gets round his man, his left-hand side, so he cuts inside, keeps going. Svetsanov goes for goal from a long way out, hits it well over the bar into the car park. 28 and a bit minutes on the clock. Svetsanov, or whatever his name is, on the ball once again into the area. Sherry makes a save. It is going to be a corner. Everything so far seems to be coming from the left-hand side. Crossfield ball to the right, and then they're in on goal. Svetsanov with the corner. Lujbas heads clear. It's a terrible header clear. It is going to be a free kick because somebody was offside. Half time then, we are 1-0 down. We are not doing very well at all. Zemyarski's on a 6.4. You're going to get an angry shouting at. And we're now going to do our substitutions at half time. Oh my word, Dobrev's on a 6.5. Right, you're coming off for Tadeuszewicz. We're then going to do this. Pisek's coming off for Nedelev. Who else is playing badly? Zemyarski off for Josko. We've done all of our subs at half-time. I can see nothing wrong with that. Nothing's going to go badly. Quickly swap you two over before I mess that up. So we've got to play 45 minutes and hope for no more injury. I say no more, no injuries. Vutov with the ball, plays it in. Is this a proper highlight? Sheila back to Bressel. It's not a proper highlight. It just looked like it could have been. Ludogorets have just taken the lead against Slavia Sofia, which means they're now just 3 points behind us. That is not good. CSKA Sofia also beating Levski, or maybe it's a draw now, I'm not quite sure. It's not going well. We're having no highlights in the second half, or yeah, it is the second half, isn't it? It doesn't even feel like the second half. 10 minutes to play. Jakub Moda with the ball. Long ball towards the penalty spot, I guess. Shopov now. He's playing out of position along with Jakub Moda, tries to get into the area but can't manage it. And now potentially a break for Sarko Selo, but Bressel's going to get the ball first. Plays it back to the Albanian Alan Sherry, who's going to take his time, because that's what you do when you're 1-0 down. Bosnowitz stands still, takes his time. Moda to Shopov. 3 yellow cards there, all in a row. Vutov, he's got an option down that left-hand side. It's Josko, he does use him. Josko takes a bad touch, but manages to get some space, and he decides to shoot for some reason. You're a left-back. You're a defensive left-back who's probably had our best chance of all game. Nedelev with a free kick. We've got 40 seconds to play. We're going to lose to Sarko Selo. What is going on? Gochev's running down that right-hand side. 15 seconds to play. It's a great tackle, but it's not going to make a blind bit of difference. It's going to be 3 more points lost against a team that we really shouldn't be losing to. And I don't think we're going to get European football. If our form continues the way it's going, we are not going to finish in the top 3. We'll be lucky to finish in the top 5 at this rate. Angry team talk. You're coming in for training. Good. So CSKA now are 5 points clear of second place Levski. They are 7 points clear of third place Botev Plovdiv. Looking like they're going to be picking up the championship for a second season in a row. We do need to beat Levski, which I think might actually be our next match. It's our next match. We need to win a game. I'd just like to score a goal, to be honest, at this point on camera, because we haven't done that now for 1.5 episodes, maybe? 3 days removed from the Sarko Selo match, and we have some pretty bad news here. 3 injuries have just come in. Christian Dobrev out for 5 weeks to 2 months. So we have to now pick between Tadeuszewicz, who's never scored a goal for us, or Abdul Tapsoba, who scored twice for us. We are not scoring any more goals now, are we, until the end of the season? That is a huge worry. Dimitar Tonev is also out for 11 days to 13 days. Fair enough. And Yordanov is out for 2 to 3 days. That's fine. Injuries aside, we have a football match to play. It is a 6-pointer. It is the definition of a 6-pointer here. We need to stop Levski winning. We also need to pick up 3 points. A victory will put us back into second place. We also have to hope, I guess, that Ludogorets also beat CSKA Sofia. Although, if we lose and Ludogorets win, we might drop down to 4th in the table, which is very, very bad news. The starting lineup we're going to go for then. In goal will be Alan Sherry. The back 4 will be Tin, Lujbas. Josko's going to play as a central defender. What am I doing there? I got asked the assistant to pick, and I kind of went, that looks fine. He's not going to be a central defender. Dejan Kirkez is going to be a central defender. We're going to also play Gabriel Zemyarski as the left back. Lovro Grajfona and Jakub Moda will be the two central midfielders, with Sheila, Nedelev and Vutov just behind Abdul Tapsoba. We can't play that starting 11 because we've got 4 foreign players in our squad. Great. Marko Maric has come in goal for Alan Sherry. Alan Sherry can't even be on the bench for this, so we have no goalkeeper. So please, Marco, don't get yourself injured or concede 9 like you like to do. I think if we lose this match, we're done, aren't we? We can't win the league, and we just need to hope that we end up getting European football from basically not finishing any lower than 3rd. We do still have, obviously, the Bulgarian Cup that is something that we could do, but a defeat against Levski here will probably mean the chances are we'll lose to Levski when we play him in the Cup. Zemyarski to Nedelev. He's already picked up a booking, which isn't great. Vutov to Moda. Across. Grajfona goes for goal. His effort is just wide off the post. We've been more bright in the first 10 minutes of this match than the last probably 5 games on camera. And now 25 minutes in, nothing else has happened. Ludogorets have taken the lead against CSKA. That is good news, question mark? Maybe. Guerrero with a goal kick for Levski. We've got 10 minutes to play of the first half. Kirkez heads forward. Moda doesn't get the ball. And now Paulinho for Levski to Tame. He's going to spread the ball across to the left-hand side. Goranov in the middle to Petkov. He's going to play back to Goranov but can't find him. And now Sheila has the ball, but he's going back to his own goal. Tries to clear it. Doesn't do a good job. And the effort from Levski is just over the bar. That was a bit of a shambles. Just before half-time, we have an actual highlight. Moda with the ball for us. Grajfona. Forward to Moda once again. Zemyarski inside. Grajfona again. Lovro Grajfona, that is. Nedelev to Sheila. He needs a little bit of a run. Oh, Tin doesn't go for it. Crosses it in instead. Vutov is there. It is easily claimed by the goalkeeper. It is going to be 0-0 at half-time unless this highlight is going to carry on. And if it does, I'm hoping it doesn't carry on with a Levski goal. Mariani back to Jablonski. Long ball forward, and it's going to be a bloody Levski goal, isn't it? No, it isn't. They went for a cheeky chip. Maric plucked the ball out of the air, rolls it out, and stuff is still happening. No, it's not. It's half-time. It's 0-0. It's not been a very good match, has it? And yeah, we need to change something. And I think the only thing we can change is by giving them a bollocking at half-time. Because that's my tactic. I mean, my assistant manager says encourage. Shouting. Shouting is good encouragement, right? Straight into the second half, and I've just realised that we haven't seen Abdul Tapsoba at all. He's on a 6.4 apparently. Nedelev also on a 6.0, down to a 6.3. Sheila's on a 6.4 as well. We're absolutely awful. Throw on for Tin to take. Finds Sheila, heads down to Nedelev. Tapsoba in the area. He's tried to go for goal, and somehow they've managed to clear it. Zemyarski to Grajfona though. We do still have the ball. Kirkez inside his own half. Over the halfway line to Vutov into the area. Crossed in. Sheila's been tackled. Nedelev has the ball, and Jakub bloody Moda has put the ball into the back of the net. That is our first goal on camera for 1.5 episodes. It's taken an hour in this match as well, but that is a huge goal because that not only keeps us in the hunt for second place in European football, that puts us straight back into the title hunt because we still have to play CSKA Sofia once again. We have to play Levski again, I believe. We have to play Ludogorets again. We are still in this, somehow. I don't know how. Kirkez with a free kick. It's just 2 minutes after the goal. Zemyarski to Grajfona, back to Zemyarski. Grajfona again. He's gone back to Kirkez. We're going to do the same thing again. It looks like we might be, you know. They've headed forward, but Vutov gets there first. Has to go back to Zemyarski, who can cut inside. Lovra Grajfona to Todor Nedelev. Back to Grajfona. Why does Grajfona get so much of the ball but not really do much with it? Moda, the goal scorer, to Zemyarski. Back to Moda. Lots of passing, no actual movement. We're just going around in the middle. Kirkez has just lumped the ball forward to find Sheila. Tapsoba's in the middle if he can find him. He can't find him. Sheila once again. Vutov is there. And we are 2-0 up. Antonio Vutov with a header at the back post. Tapsoba cannot score if we paid him money to do it, which we do. And he still can't score. And with that in mind, he's going to be coming off. We're going to bring on Dalibor Tadjevic, who also can't score, to save his life. But we are 2-0 up. Now is the time for Dalibor to get himself on the score sheet. Nedelev's on a 6.5. Everyone else seems to be playing quite well. Into the final 10 minutes, Nedelev is coming off for Vasil Shopov, our sub-goalkeeper. We're also going to do... We're not going to do anything else. I'm going to keep hold of my final sub for time-wasting purposes. Corner for Levski with 3 minutes to play. It's gone all the way through it to penalty. I don't know what's happened. Zemyarski loves to give away penalties. CSKA Sofia have also equalised in the 82nd minute. Rafael Forster with a penalty. and Marko flipping Maric has saved it, and then the ball was calmly passed back to him, which had me worried, not gonna lie. We're in to injury time. Let's do our final sub. It's going to be Bakadziev on for Antonio Vutov, partially because I've only really got Bakadziev on the bench, who's not really going to affect us defensively. It's a throw on for Levski. It's going to be too late. It's not going to mean much. Tin's going to get himself booked for a stupid push. The full-time whistle goes. It's a 2-0 victory. I'm more happy that we've actually won a match on camera. It's taken so flippin' long for that to happen. That's ridiculous. And a penalty save from Marko Maric. Assistant, you can do your talking. And now we will pick out Abdul Tapsoba. Of course you're going to look delighted. You were terrible. That's why you got substitute. I don't care if you lose confidence. You haven't got any confidence in the first place. So this was almost a perfect weekend of football. The only downside is that CSKA Sevilla managed to pick up a solitary point. So there's still a 5-point gap between us and first place. Levski obviously dropped below us because of our victory against them. Ludogorets are still within touching distance. Sarko Selo not really out of it either in terms of actually challenging us. We have got how many games left? Is it 5 games left of the season? No, it is 6 games left of the season. We have Ludogorets, Slavia Sevilla, CSKA Sevilla, and basically we have to play everyone again, don't we? Next episode, what I'm thinking I might do is I might do like a special extra episode. It will be Levski and Levski in the cup. I'm not going to I might call it an actual proper episode because the Ludogorets match will be in the middle as well. And then we're going to have the final 2 matches of the season maybe. Oh, we've got to have that one, haven't we? Basically, the next episode or 2, going to be a mess. Don't know what's actually going to take place in it. Hold on, this is a bit of news. PSG boss Thomas Tuchel was watching Jurisa Lujbas, who he's reportedly a huge fan of. Lujbas is wanted by Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Man United and PSG. Right. Can I offer you a new contract, a bigger contract, a longer contract? You do want a minimum fee release of 4.9 million, right? I mean, I'm going to try and offer you as high as we can possibly get. You got a 5-year deal, 4.9 million. We can now push it up to 6 million. Doesn't want that. Fair enough. I mean, 5 million's not bad. If we get 5 million for a 19-year-old centre-back, I'll take it. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 with Botev Plovdiv. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I'll be back next time with more Football Manager.